Welcome back, fellas. Let's put this in the ether. You know what? One of the single best benefit of being single, being a bachelor, is freedom, right? Freedom from nagging, freedom from accountability from another person. You have to take it. Yeah, if you're in a relationship, you have to be responsible for other people, right? Right? When you're single, you don't. Freedom from coming home to arguments, just freedom. That's one of the best thing I could say about being single and being a bachelor. You can do anything you want. If you're not single, if you have a spouse, right, or a girlfriend, and especially if you have a spouse, you usually have a joint account. That means you share each other's money, right? When you do that, that means you need approval from the other spouse of what you spend, right? When you're single, you can spend anything you want. You don't need no approval from nothing, right? And that's another thing, approval. In order to do something, if you're in a relationship with a person, right? You ask a person, "Oh, honey, can I do this? Can I go out with the boys? Can I do this? Can I do that?" No, when you're a bachelor, hey man, what you doing this weekend? Let's go. Let's run that. You know, it's so simpler. When you're with a wife or a girlfriend, whatever it is. Oh, honey, me and the boys was thinking, can we go this for the weekend? If that's all right with you, right? And that, it always have to be all right with you. How's that? That's so emasculating. Have to ask permission, especially when you're a man of the household, right? You're supposed to make the decision, and she's supposed to accept that, right? Because that's what you want to do. Hey, me and the boys are going ahead to let you know. We'll be back this o'clock. We'll be back this time, and this time. No, but men don't do that. Most men don't do that. Most men are afraid of their wives. They're scared. They're submissive to their relationship. They're submissive to their wives because their wife dangle a contract over their head. When you're single, you don't have to worry about that. You're not bound up by any contract. That's one of the best thing when you're single, right? So men out there, you should enjoy your bachelorhood. Don't rush to be in a relationship. You be in a relationship when you're ready. I'm not telling you don't be in relationships. But in this day and generation, why would you? Because women is so toxic these days, right? They want to say men are toxic, right? Men when they're single, they have the best time of their lives, right? Singleness brings freedom. Freedom brings joy. Joy brings happiness, right? Guys are more happier when they're single, right? When they're single. Most bachelor I talk to never brag. Oh man, I'm gonna get married. My goal is to get married. Come on now, right? I have never talked to a guy like that. Sure, some guys might say, "Oh, I know plenty of guys like that." Yeah, just because you know plenty of guys like that doesn't mean that's not consensus. So because their exception that doesn't apply to the rules. Most guys don't talk about this. Most guys don't brag about trying to get married. Most guys are not thrilled. Most guys, in their wedding, they're not responsible for anything. They're just there to approve of the purchase, to approve of the cake, approve of the wedding card. But they don't decide what to do in a marriage ceremony. They don't pick out the flowers. They don't pick out the cake. They don't pick out the card. The women make it seem like they have some input. In reality, they don't. It's the wife has total input of it. So if that's the case, that means you don't have no freedom in anything. You don't even have freedom in your relationships. You're more free to do anything by yourself than you are in the relationships, right? Hell, I even go as far as if you're more freer if you're just boyfriend and girlfriend than it is when you get married, because you're bound by a contract when you're married. When you're boyfriend and girlfriend, you're not bound by no contract, right? But I'm talking about bachelorhood, right? Bachelor is the complete freedom. You don't have to worry about your nagging girlfriend, have insecurity, trust issues, right? You're not committed to one woman. You can have all the promiscuous sex all you want, but that's up to each their own. If God want to do that, that's him. I'm not telling him what to do, right? I'm just talking about the freedom. That's a good part of being a bachelor. You can buy a motorcycle. You don't have to worry about your nagging wife and girlfriend complain to you. Oh, why you buy a motorcycle? A motorcycle's so dangerous. I think you're too old for a motorcycle. Please, man. Really? Can a guy enjoy himself? Right? You don't have to worry about all these people in your life. telling you what to do, restricting you what to do. You can do it on things in the most notice. You could go traveling, right? That's one of the best things about being a bachelor. You can travel anywhere you want. Why do you think the passport bros are doing this? Because they got all the freedom that they want, right? Why do you think women are resentful of the passport bros? Because the passport bros are demonstrating that they have freedom and they're practicing it. And women hate to see when guys are happy, right? Especially when women are miserable, they hate to see when guys are happy. That's why the best revenge is to be happy. The best revenge, if you're freshly divorced, right? The best revenge is your success. So your ex and your wife hate to see that you're more happier without them than you are with them, right? They want this validation that the reason their happiness is them, which in actuality, no, the reason of your root of your misery is them, right? They're inhibiting you from doing what you want to do. That was lead to a lot of failed marriages. By the wife is controlling of their husbands, making them weak, soft, talking over them, bickering over them, complaining. I want you in house by this time. Right? I want you this and that. And they have security issue. They have insecurity that they think that the husband might cheat on them. You know what? When you're single and a bachelor, you don't have to worry about this kind of crap. Right? No worries. Spend money on anything you want. Go on trip anytime you want. Move out of the house anytime you want. Go to another location. Move to different cities as much time as you want. Live in the back of your van. Ride a motorcycle. Travel the world. Right? Whatever makes you happy. You can do anything, whatever makes you happy. You could change career without asking your wife what you want to do. Right? You can make a career change without negotiating with your spouse. You do all these stuff. Right? So I would tell guys, when you are single again, look at the bright side. Right? I know guys like to be moping and all these moping, hoping, and all this stuff around because divorce from the wife. They need to look at the bright side. You're free, and especially when you break up with your girlfriend, like, dude, this is she's blessing you, right? You're more free. You got your newfound glory, right? But no, there are some guys who's depressed. Like, there's no reason to be depressed. If your wife divorce you, she's doing you a favor. It might be a brief time of struggling, but eventually you'll be bounced back. You'll be back on your feet and you'll enjoy life again. Right? Bachelorhood is the ultimate freedom. You can make as much money as you want. You can do anything you want. Right? Your life is just starting. You're in an endless journey. Right? Look at your failed relationship as a pit stop. Right? It's just a journey of life. And then you'll be bounced back and you'll live your life again. Then you make up all your money over again. Right? You have to have hope somewhere. But don't look at a bachelorhood as a burden. Right? Don't feel lonely. Look what you have that other guys don't have. Look what a bachelor needs to look at himself, what he have that a married guy doesn't have. It's freedom. A married guy don't have freedom. Why do you think a lot of married guys try to force you into marriage? Right? They try to say, oh, when you get married, bro. When you get married, man. When you get married. You know who said that? You know why they said that? They're really miserable inside. Because you know what the old saying said? Misery loves company. Right? People are the most miserable. People who's the most miserable people is the people who's in a relationship. Right? That's why I think. I could be wrong, but that's why I think. And misery loves company, right? The most miserable person is people that always want you to be doing the thing that they're doing, right? They want you to follow in their footsteps. When you look outside the box and look what they're dealing with, what their life going through, you're really seeing that they might not admit it, but they're really miserable, right? They have to tackle each obstacles. They have to be a psychologist to the wife. They have to analyze their family. They have to do all this stuff. Right? They got to pick up signs, see if their wife's happy or not. When you're a bachelor, you don't have to worry about that, man. All you got to worry about is paying your bills and that's it. Paying your bills, not their bills. When you're with a family or a relationship, You have all these overhead expenses you gotta worry about. Taking in the kids, dogs, your wife, your insurance, her car notes, right? The mortgage and all that stuff. When you're a bachelor, right, your expense is totally lower. That's why bachelor have more disposable income than it is. Right? I mean, sometimes bachelors have more disposable income, but the thing that that supersede a marriage couple, a bachelor, right? Compare a bachelor to a married guy, is that marriage guy are more happier because he have more freedom, right? A married guy don't have freedom. A bachelor have more freedom. Let me reiterate that, right? A bachelor guy have more freedom than a married guy, right? A married guy has no freedom at all. He might say, "Oh yeah, I have freedom, man. I don't know about you. My friends don't tell me what to do. My wife don't tell me what." All right, man. You keep telling yourself that. You keep lying to yourself, right? When it comes to a point that it involve her, she have a say in it too, right? When you lose your job, let's see if she's happy with that. When you can't support her no more, let's see if she's happy with that. All right? She might put up for a certain brief of time, but at some point, that straw gonna snap, and she's not gonna have enough patience no more. At some point, when you lose your job, she might be. When you lose your job, right? She might be supportive here that 2 years, but at some point, right? She can get tired of supporting you, then she can divorce you. Right now you're a slump in the dump, but don't let the divorce put you down because that's your newfound glory to freedom, right? But bachelorhood, don't take it for granted. Enjoy your bachelorhood as much as you can, right? Your bachelorhood, you could be a forever bachelor and still be happy, right? Not all men have to have kids. Not all men have to be in a relationship. They might say, "Oh, he's gay. He questioned his sexuality." No, I'm straight as ever. I bang as much chicks as I ever once was. I'm not. I don't prefer the company of men. I just like being a single man. All right, I'm a straight single man that still have my freedom. I still have money, right? But guys need to enjoy their free bachelorhood. That's what it is, right? So if you're single, enjoy it, man. It's the best thing that ever happened to you. Don't look at it as a negative. Look at it as a net positive. But I digress. All right. On that note, guys, let me know what you think. You think a bachelorhood, being single, is a freedom? It's more freedom than being in a relationship? Let me know if you agree or disagree with what I just said. On that note, guys, thanks for listening to me. And on that note, as always, if you like my channel, like, share, subscribe. I drop videos daily. And peace and blessings.